Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Harley. Happy birthday to you. Welcome along to the Guy and Harley podcast. I am Guy Pigden.
And I'm Harley Neville. Who was that?
That was from some estate who sues anyone who uses that happy birthday song in film.
I hope we don't get sued for this.
And or podcasts. So we may be hearing from their lawyers
soon enough.
If you've ever wondered why that's the happy birthday song, if you've ever wondered why you don't see that in some movies, like, because obviously we all do it, right? You know, when someone's bringing out the cake or something, but when you don't see it is because someone has decided they don't want to pay for it. So the reason we're not paying for it is because I'm using this as for educational purposes to educate our podcast listeners as to the use and fair use of this particular happy birthday song. I'm explaining copyright to people, so you see we can't be sued now.
Yeah.
So I've covered our ass. We're all good, and we got away with it.
Oh, good work, Guy.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, it is my birthday.
We should address the elephant in the room.
36.
36.
I'm still mid-30s, if you think about it, because there's 31, 32, 33. That's your early 30s.
Uh-huh.
34, 35, 36. That's your mid-30s. 37, 38, 39. That's your late 30s.
So really, the next one, that's not going to be good.
37's an issue. But we've got a whole year to worry about that.
Yeah.
So we're all good.
So, you know...
35 was good to me. I think. I feel like it was a good year for me. I feel like it was the year that I processed the large changes in my life that had happened
the year prior.
The year
entire
prior.
year prior.
My entire life plans getting turned around and the love of my life leaving me.
Yeah. Well, so looking at your life, you're 36 years old. You never imagined you'd be 36 years old, but now you're here. Here you are.
Well, I imagined I'd get there one day. I was never one of those, like, live fast, die young types.
Well, more you just never could imagine being this fucking old.
Yeah.
When you're younger, you're like, oh, it's so far away.
It just seems ridiculous.
But here we are.
I can't get over how old I would consider me now if I was, young me.
I was
36. It's ridiculous. I remember when 26 was fucking ancient.
I was talking to one of my students, and she said, after I made some type of dad joke, she goes, "Oh, bro, you've just aged yourself."
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care. Excuse me, class. I'm just going to the bathroom now, but I definitely don't care about that flippant, offhanded remark. I will see you all in 10 minutes. Please ignore my red eyes when I return. Thank you.
And she's only 16 as well.
She's only 16.
So that's pretty harsh.
Yeah.
But I mean, what is it about dad jokes? They definitely get funnier as you get older. I mean, I used to think they were lame too, but hey, I can understand a good dad joke.
Oh, you spend a lot of time crafting them now.
Well, I like to think that they're not dad jokes, the ones that I craft.
They're sophisticated dad jokes.
Yeah.
For the discerning dad joke audience.
Exactly.
So anyway, you're 36 years old. You know, it's all happened. It's all happened for you now.
Yeah, I've made it.
Taking stock of your life, taking stock of all your decisions up until this point, how do you feel you're doing?
Oh, well, actually, the truth is, really honestly, I feel like I'm doing pretty well. I'm pretty happy, really, with my career and where my life is at and all that. There's, I mean, I reckon in terms of my I don't know, like health and finances, I'm like sitting at like a B minus, B plus, probably B plus. I'm like B plus on health and finances. I'm like a B. I'm probably a C in romance.
I mean, more of a D in romance.
Well, maybe a D in romance.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but overall, like, I feel pretty proud, really, of everything we've achieved, and all this filmmaking stuff, and, because I feel like, we are getting somewhere, and I see it. I'm on the front lines on Facebook, man. I'm on the front lines. You don't see it so much, but I'm there, and I can see us expanding, and I can see people receiving our stuff and enjoying it, and, I can feel the reaction amongst the people, and it's exciting.
The groundswell of support.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, sure, are we far behind schedule? Obviously we are. Like, we used to say Rich and Famous by 25, sort of tongue-in-cheek, but kind of meant it. We're pretty serious, I mean, yeah, yep. Rich and Famous by 25 seem pretty fucking reasonable when you're like 16 to 20,
yep.
You're like, yeah, totally fine, no problem. So, yeah, we're definitely a little behind schedule, and, I'm really into these mumble rappers. Me and Liam Hegarty, we're really into these mumble rappers. And the thing about them is they're all fucking young. They're like 20, 21, 19, 18, 16. Some of them blew up when they're like 16 years old. And it's like, fuck. These, people are achieving so much more than me, so much younger than me. These heroes. These artists.
Oh my god! These people, like, that's the perfect example of sort of
makes me feel old. Is my point?
Non-fame. They're like, that's non-talent.
Nah, I disagree.
This is like, essentially you go, okay, so you've got an artist who's 16 years old, right?
Yeah.
He's got no life experience, right? So he can't really talk that much about anything engaging, but he can go
Huge
yeah, yeet.
Yeah.
A bunch of times.
Yeah.
And he can make up a chorus consisting of his verses. He can
skid it. That's it. Skid it.
He can do all those things quite successfully. But the thing is, he can't be a ghost-faced killer and put together these complex rhyme schemes about his time as a drug dealer.
Give him a fucking chance. He's 16.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But it's 16. So what is he going to do? He's going to shit out some mumble rap.
Yeah, and then he's going to develop it and mature like every artist.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think these mumble rappers.
I got you, Lil Xan. I got you, my bro.
These mumble rappers are really going anywhere.
No, they're making millions. These people are making millions of dollars and influencing pop culture.
They're only going to go downhill, and mumble rap is not going to be a thing in a couple of years' time.
No, I agree. It's not going to remain as popular as it is, but I feel like it's still on its way up, and it hasn't really hit the mainstream yet, not properly, and it's going to crash, and it's going to be real big, and so, yeah, I mean, it will pass, but I think it will influence a lot of future generations
to do better.
Future generations of music will be influenced by this. Fashion, it's all happening, and it's all happening because of these kids. And so, when I see their achievements, I was reading about 6ix9ine earlier. Now, 6ix9ine recently got into trouble with the law by associating with the Bloods for street cred. And so I read up about how and why he ended up in this situation. And the story is, he's like 21 or something like that. The guy wasn't interested in making music, but he had a photo. I think it was a viral photo on Instagram, or a series of viral photos on Instagram that got millions of views and made him an Instagram celebrity. And then he was like, well, I've got this big audience and everyone's following me. What should I do? Well, rapping, obviously.
Because that's the only thing I can do with very little talent immediately.
Exactly. Think about that, guy. Yeah, Think about what you're saying here. Think about what you're saying. Let's appreciate the intelligence of this individual.
Sure.
He's like, okay, I've got an audience. He's calculated. He's thinking. He's like, how can I make this? How can I monetize this? What do I do?
I can't actually sing.
I can't sing. So what am I going to do?
I can't actually rap.
What am I going to do? Well,
but I can mumble rap.
I can mumble rap. And that's what he started doing.
I can't put together complex beats.
Doesn't need to. No, the beats don't. Don't be attacking the beats. The beats aren't even made by the mumble rappers. They're made by producers. The beats are good. The beats are what make mumble rap, catchy.
Palatable is, I think, the word you're looking for.
Catchy. So now 6ix9ine, what happened to him? He got caught up with the Bloods, and then so he's this calculated guy. He's thinking about all that stuff, and then his next move was to associate himself with the Bloods, clinically in order to, get his street cred up as being this gangster guy in order to make more and more money and get more and more views. And it was working, and it worked really well. And then he was worth about $3 million when he got busted for like an armed robbery and a bunch of other like violent crime with these bloods. And now he's turned on them and given information on them.
He's a snitch.
He's a snitch. And he's gonna. It looks like he's gonna get off, type thing.
6ix9ine's a snitch, though. His career is gonna be ruined.
Yeah, well, you might be right. It's not gonna be good for him.
I think this is the end of 6ix9ine.
Well, he'll just have to enjoy that $3 million he's got, and
if he has not spent
get on with
it all.
any other. Well, he's really fucked. If he's lost his money and he's lost his street cred, now he's just a fucking goober with 6ix9ine tattooed all over his face and no money,
who can't
and no
rap.
chance of getting a job, and he can't fucking rap. So,
so there are actually some bad things about becoming a mumble rapper. That's what you're telling me.
Well, if you're not smart, I mean, he never should have associated with, legit gangsters. It's fucking dumb, isn't it?
So
that's a dumb thing to do. That wasn't a good move.
So B- for your finances.
Yeah.
D for your romance.
Yeah.
Where do you put your career?
So the career is like, like a passing grade C type thing.
C for the career.
Yeah, like as long as that's a pass.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Okay, but if you sort of probably did the maths on those grades, that would equal a fail, Harley. At 36, that's a fail.
What, you expecting you got to have A pluses? Everyone's got to have A
pluses.
pluses.
No, I'm not saying
no
that. But
way.
on your scale, on your rating scale,
no,
you failed at life.
No, I gave myself a B. No, I gave myself a B plus for one of them. That's got to be some sort of pass. And then the next thing was what?
C.
A C for my love life.
And no, D for your love life. And C for your career.
Yeah, I guess I have failed at life. Now that you put it that way. By my own rating scale.
By your own rating scale, that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't rate it.
No.
I just made an observation.
But I feel like I get an A plus for enjoyment.
Well, that's a big deal.
Because, I mean, obviously not every day is amazing. We all know that. But overall, I feel like I live an enjoyable, exciting life. I mean, like, if you were writing a fairy tale existence, right? As a child, you were writing a fairy tale existence, you might write, I want to live one day in a big house with my best friend, and I want to make movies, and I want to do podcasts and just hang out and drink beers
and write poetry.
And like all this making movies and stuff. It all sounds very exciting. I went to LA not very long ago, really. And like I'm hoping to travel this year for other kind of exciting things. I met Dolph Lundgren, for crying out loud.
I forgot about that. Did you chat with him?
Yeah, I chatted with him and we got a photo together.
What did you say to him? Did we talk about what you
Dolph
actually
Lundgren.
said to him? For those who don't know who that is, he's the guy from Rocky IV. He's the Russian who essentially Rocky beats at the end. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But he's also He-Man in Masters of the Universe, where he portrays, physically very accurately He-Man.
Yeah.
He certainly looks like fucking He-Man in that film. And he's actually in heaps of stuff. Like, most recently, he was actually in the newest Rocky spin-off, Creed 2. He was in a horror film called Don't Kill It recently. He's working. He's busy.
Yeah, well, when I met him, when I met my mate, Dolph Lundgren...
He's got a great voice, too.
It was the premiere of a movie that he was doing called... I think it might have been called Skin. Maybe, and it was about the sex trade in Asia, and he was the the hero.
Okay, I remember this podcast now.
Well, I might have just told you about it, and it was an action film, like a balls to the wall action film with like full on stunt sequences and all that type of stuff. But it was also about rescuing women from the sex trade in these third world countries. So it was kind of a strange match, because it was like, this is like cool and actiony, and it's an action hero, but then it's like, it's a super serious topic about like children being molested in the third world. It was a real weird juxtaposition.
Yeah.
So yeah, my mate. Anyway, So I'm doing exciting things, and I think that as a kid, I'd be like, yeah, cool. That sounds like a pretty sweet life to me.
Okay.
You know, and I don't work too hard.
So you definitely don't work too hard.
I
can attest to that. What do you, so what, okay, now what about?
I work a lot. I work smart, guys. Here's the fucking thing. You got to work smart. Fuck working hard when you can work smart. You got to work smart.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I try to work smart when I can.
Yeah, I've been working too hard, not smart enough.
Oh, mate, I've been telling you that for years.
Oh, look, I'm trying to work smarter.
Yeah.
But sometimes my smart working has got me into hard working at the same time. I mean, that's basically what's happened with this job
The
teaching job.
Yeah.
Is really, you know, I thought I was working smart, and it turned out there was a hidden bunch of hard work concealed just around the corner.
Yeah. But that's the thing. That's still smart work in the sense that you're sowing seeds for the next, you know, I mean, like this can be potentially a career for you, or, you know, it can really like be a great way to support your filmmaking for years to come if it kind of works out.
That's right.
So it is working smart, but sometimes to work smart, you got to work hard first.
My contract is only till July.
Right.
And I do have a sinking feeling that it may only be
if they've got so few students, if they only got 5 people and now there's only 3 people left.
But even if
that's not good.
Even if it's till July, it was a hell of a run. I'm glad I did it.
Yeah.
I
bet.
Financially good. Ultimately financially good. It has allowed me the opportunity to get over to London. To film this documentary, and so, you know, even if all of that was for that makes it 100% worth it. And if it continues on after July, great for me. If it doesn't, that's cool. I've just got another feather in the old cap, and next time South Seas come a calling, looking for new lecturers, here I'll be waiting in the wings. Those who can't are teaching, and that'll be me.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about 20-year-old self? Would your 20-year-old self now?
But by the way, I give myself an A for health, actually, by the way.
Well, yeah, especially compared to me.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm pretty happy with my self.
So, yeah, your 20-year-old self, though, what would they have thought?
About being 36...
Where you're at.
Where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, obviously, I would be... If I was 20 years old and I saw this situation, I would almost certainly...
Kill yourself.
No, that's
to avoid...
too much, but I would definitely cry, I think.
Yeah.
I think that if I saw this, I'd go to my room and shut the door.
Yeah, and have a cry.
And I would have a cry.
Probably a long cry.
I'll probably have quite a big cry about this situation. about this two mics in my bedroom podcast situation, and you know, the whole everything, all of it. I'd be very, very disappointed, I think.
Yeah.
You know, I think I would be. The no mansion, you know, still renting, no like family. You know, I mean, the original story was, you know, you in the West Wing, me in the East Wing, big Pigville Productions office in the middle of the house, big giant mansion, and we lived there with our families. You know, you in your wing, me in my wing. We're still separated. Yeah. But together. Yeah. Living the dream. Yeah. And then, but that's quite similar to what we have.
It is.
We're renting it.
We've exchanged the mansion for a flat.
Yeah, this is more like a real life-ish.
And we've exchanged like the middle of the Pigville office to the hallway of this flat.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, probably pretty disappointing. What do you think 20-year-old you would think about this?
He wouldn't be happy.
No, I don't. I imagine you'd...
It'd flip it'd lose his shit.
Here's the question.
It'd lose his fucking shit.
Do you think we'd give up?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's tough,
That's
right?
a great question.
You like to say, no, we'd do it anyway.
No, I mean, I would definitely say I'd probably give up.
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, wait. Let me get this straight. I'm going to work my fucking balls off.
I could have lived
for 16 straight years, just working my ass off. I'm not going to be rich. I'm not going to be famous. I'm not going to be successful as deemed by my own criteria as a filmmaker. I am going to be nothing of the things I want, but I'm going to be working my fucking balls off for that amount of time to get to nowhere?
Well, it's not nowhere.
I know it's not nowhere, but, in
But
my 20-year-old mind.
Yeah.
To get to the point of being a fucking teacher at a MIT, a teacher pretending to know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Hell no, I'm fucking out. But I guess the next question would be, well, okay, if you did give up,
What the fuck else would you be doing?
exactly, like
My life would be worse.
how do you apply yourself and give your life meaning in the same way? And I think probably so. I think what would happen is
This quest makes me everything I am.
I would give up probably for a couple of years, then realize that life is a meaningless void.
It'd be so hard to get back into it.
And then I would probably start again and go, no, I'm going to do it. And I don't believe the future that has been presented to me. I'm going to change. I'm going to change that future with all my, proactive choices that I make. So I've seen my future.
Well, now we're talking about a different thing. Of course, obviously, if you can go back and change things.
No, I'm not saying I'm
different.
going to change it. What I'm saying is I would tell myself that my actions were going to change it. So, I've been presented.
But you'd still end up in the same place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I worked my ass off for 15 years.
Yeah.
And I'd still be here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, so I would definitely give up. But then I would hopefully start again.
Yeah. Yeah. well, yeah. No, overall, I'm pretty happy with life.
But talk about crying in your room. I'd be crying for a straight... I'd be crying for a straight, month or something.
Well, it would be really depressing.
I'd really
affect your mental health. If you could see this.
If you could see
you
your
were 20.
life, yeah.
If you were 20 and you saw where we're at, I
I'll
do
go-
honestly think.
Okay, wait.
You'd be like, I mean, it's not like the world's most uncool thing. It doesn't look like hell or anything like that. But it's not at all what we were expecting at that age.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Really thought we were brilliant and that someone was going to see that we were brilliant.
Yeah.
And just pluck us from obscurity.
Bloody
a couple of ball bags from Dunedin.
really respect our brilliance. Yeah. Okay, well that's cool. What else you got?
Well, last week I mentioned that Liam Hegarty is a big mumble rap fan.
Yeah.
And he was very defensive about it.
Yes.
He, it's
almost
particularly that I had suggested that he gave up his punk rock roots. I reckon that's what really upset him.
It's almost like you were talking shit.
And then, but so anyway, he was quite upset about it, and he even sprayed on my wall publicly about it. Homie was pissed.
Yeah.
On my wall, on my personal Facebook wall, posting about it.
Well, it
spray
deserved to be said.
Yeah, well,
You've got to separate yourself from this shitty mumble rap.
Yeah, well, yeah. It sort of reminds me of the 6ix9ine Chief Keef beef, but we won't get into that. But Liam knows what I'm talking about.
So yeah, well, I think we should probably. Oh, do you actually have anything?
Well, I guess I could. I mean, I have gone to Wellington twice, and we've never spoken about it. Twice more since I went down for my love of my lazy boy. Shout out Bernie Rao, who's probably not listening at the moment because he's flat out over in
Berlin.
Is it Berlin? And he's He's directing a movie over there. So. Shout out to him. He's probably not listening, but if he is, shout out Bernie Rao.
It's possible he is. He did actually donate to my fundraising campaign.
And he did, and he shared it too. What a good man.
Yeah, what a good dude.
Good man.
And so much power to Bernie and his projects. And it sounds like he is just about to debut My Love of My Lazy Boy as well.
Oh, yeah,
He was
great.
finishing all the deliverables, he said, but they were pretty much all done.
What a champion. That's going to be a big hit, that movie. My Love of My Lazy Boy. It's on Facebook. Go find it and hit like. If you want to see it one day, I am in it.
If you've ever wondered what it would be like for a what is the word?
Inanimate.
Yep.
Recliner.
But, conscious. What's another word for conscious?
Wokeness.
If you've ever wondered what it would be like to see a woke lazy boy wanna fuck
Whoa! What? Don't give away anything.
a beautiful woman who.
Whoa! I don't know if any of this is in the trailer. I don't know if any of this has been given away.
Yeah,
in the
a
videos.
woke lazy boy with an infatuation for a woman.
Yeah.
Then this is the movie for you.
Yeah.
What is that damn word I'm looking for?
Enlightened.
No, it's like you have
animated.
consciousness. You have a consciousness.
Self-awareness.
A self-aware lazy boy. I'll take that.
Okay.
A self-aware lazy boy who wants to fuck someone within the flat that it is placed. This one's for you.
I feel like that doesn't do it justice. But no, it is. It
does
is
make it seem pretty unique.
Yeah. No, I think it's going to be funny. Well, it is funny. I've seen it. And I think it's going to be popular. I think it's going to be a big hit. It's got good marketing. It's a good, easily marketable thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's
you play. Can we say who you play in it?
How
much can we give away? Can we say that you play?
Well, I don't think we. I better not say too much. I guess. I'm mostly in very early in the movie as where you see me. But yes, I'm in it. I play a YouTuber of sorts.
You do.
Yeah. It's good. And so, why are we talking about? Well, because I went to Wellington twice. So I've gone down twice for the festival that I'm working for, and been the first time. So basically, what I've got to do is I've got to go to these events which I've organised prior, I've organised prior these events, and then I show up and I've got to make sure the seats are laid out and everything's where it should be, and then it's a screening of like 6 or 7 foreign short films to sold out audiences, and I kind of got to introduce them and then run the tech side of things, and that's what I'm doing down there. And so the first one I did, I had massive tech issues. Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had massive tech issues, and the laptop stopped working as soon as I pressed play, basically, and there was 55 people in the room. It was sold out, 55 people sitting there, and I pressed play, and then it just went and went blue. The blue screen of death was up there, and so I was like, "Hey, everybody just be cool. It's okay. I'll get this technology, yeah." And then wiggled the HDMI cord and stuff, and it wasn't fixing it. And then
the only solution to anything is wiggle the cord.
Yeah.
And when wiggling the cord doesn't work, then you got a problem.
Exactly. That, and obviously if a restart doesn't fix it, then you're really fucked. Forgot to restart it, by the way.
That's funny. Imagine if it could have all been solved
with
by
a restart.
restarting it.
Yeah. Well, it did work when I tested it again later. But not reliably, to be fair. Not reliably. It was definitely a little bit ropey.
Yeah.
And so so it crapped out, and then luckily there was just this guy. It was a screening of German films, and there was this German guy there with his missus, and he happened to have a laptop on him and a USB, and it was a real slow USB, and we had to transfer all the films from my laptop to his laptop slowly, one by one, while the audience had to wait. And at the same time, I was also downloading them from Dropbox, sort of alternating films, one via the USB, one via Dropbox, and sort of doing them concurrently. And so the audience had to wait around, and 3 people decided to leave and get their money back. But to be fair, 2 of those 3 people were there. Were there because I shared it, and they were just door sales later. So they weren't people that pre-booked or anything. And so, yeah. It was a bit of a disaster.
How long did it take for the issue to be resolved?
It was probably like we're about 20 minutes late. All in all, about 20 minutes late.
Not too bad, unless you got somewhere to be.
Well, it wasn't too bad, particularly because the event was meant to go until a certain time.
Plus, these people were all pretentious hipsters, so they had nowhere else to be.
People that like foreign films are pretentious hipsters now. Or is it just because they're from Wellington?
Oh, it was a little from column A and a little from column B.
But yeah, so that didn't didn't really go that smoothly, but it was all good. Like the audience was all good. They were all happy. Nobody kicked up a stink. And the screening was quite a short one that night, so it kind of didn't make anybody late. We were still done by the same time. So yeah, and then I went and again the other day, and it went fine. It was all good.
Cool story, bro.
Cool, yeah. So we're all caught up in Wellington then. But shout out, anyway, the point was I wanted to shout out Guy McDougall, who was a 5150 listener, an excellent writer that wrote the amazing short film Feeder, which I really loved when I saw it at Show Me Shorts Film Festival.
I loved that short as well. It was one of the top ones up. One of the top ones.
Yeah, well, it might have even won something.
I think it probably did, and it was just very well executed, and he must be stoked to see, because, you know, a lot of the times you write things and then people fuck it up.
Yeah. And
this wasn't one of those cases. It was like, okay, I've got this, I'd imagine I've got this, you know, cool script, this really solid script, and then someone comes along and executes it really well. Like, that's almost the
Well, do you know who the director was?
Yeah, the dude that
he
directed Mortal Engines.
That's the one. Yeah.
I can't remember his name now.
No, me either. Yeah, and it also starred, if I'm not mistaken, it was Cohen Holloway. Right?
It did, yeah.
Yeah, and I saw him in the hallway at my work and gave him a high five.
You saw him in the Cohen Holloway.
Cohen Holloway? Oh, because his name's Holloway. That was a dad joke.
Yeah. So in case you're keeping track, that's the guy dad joke number one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flipped it.
Yeah, I should have got
Harley was too late. Yeah, didn't have any dad jokes, so I had to come to the rescue.
Yeah, I definitely I should have written that in there, right? Should have been onto that.
Pretty disappointed.
Yeah.
You failed.
Well, I'm getting old.
Yeah.
So I saw Cohen Holloway in the hallway at my work, and I gave him a high five. Related, but anyway, so Guy McDougall. So shout him out. I'm actually thinking of replacing you, Guy, with Guy McDougall for the Guy and Harley podcast, so I don't have to re-edit the intros.
That's right.
Yeah.
Keep it Guy.
Yeah.
He'll just say Guy. I'm Guy, and no one will really be the wiser, except you'll probably be more consistent with your output.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and interestingly, when you say his name or when you spell his name, it's Guy McDougall. Guy McDougall. That's how you like spell it, type thing. Guy McDougall, which is a great name, very alpha name.
Well, just quickly shout out to him as well, because he was one of the contributors to the fundraising campaign for my documentary.
Oh, that was good.
So he's donated. Our dear friend Brett Norris and Shelley, his girlfriend, have contributed. Jason Coombs, the legendary Jason Coombs, long-time listener, has contributed.
The Jason Coombs from Savannah.
From Savannah, where we are scheming. You did send me through a festival thing to apply for, which I had promptly forgotten about until just now.
Well, he sent it to both of us, and then I sent it to you again specifically. So it's twice.
So I double forgot it.
And I said, let's go to Savannah. So it's not my fault, Jason.
No, I should have definitely put in applied.
Yeah.
With the film. But it's nothing to stop you from doing that, Harley.
Well, you just got to show me how, mate. That's the thing about me. I'm not bad at stuff, but you got to show me how first.
So shout out to my dear friend Naomi, who I will be also staying with. She has contributed to the fundraising campaign. So essentially, 4 of the 150 5150 listeners have contributed so far.
Yeah.
Now, if we can just get another few,
or even just another one, one's great. Anybody,
you know, of the 5150 to compute, that would be fantastic.
Well, has your best friend contributed?
Your best friend has not so far contributed.
Are you sure? Double check the list.
I've definitely double checked, and your name is not there, nor any of your aliases.
I'll have a word to my credit card company. It must be the credit card.
So I'm hoping that one's forthcoming. But yeah, I guess I should just say about the campaign. So far, I've raised just under $900, which is really awesome. And thank you to those 5150 members who have contributed. There is 9 days to go. If you're thinking about it, please do so. Because it also gives me an idea of like, okay, well, how much money can I spend more on gear and things? Whereas if it all comes right at the end, it's a bit harder to gauge that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And also, if I'm buying any or hiring any equipment in the UK, it is like twice as expensive, basically. It's ridiculous how expensive everything is over there.
So if anybody is in the UK, in London specifically, and you want to lend Guy some gear, or you know somebody that can lend him some gear, hey, it's a bit of a long shot, but
Yeah.
we might have a London listener on here.
Well, we also forgot about the Brando-esque actor Richard Lambeth, who is also in London, and he actually messaged me on Instagram. So hopefully I'll be catching up with him. He was the star of Harrow. And Harrow. And so hopefully I'll be catching up with him while I'm over there. But I guess, just an update to the campaign. Everything is sort of on track. My tickets are booked. My travel insurance is booked. I am leaving on Wednesday. When we're recording this, it is a Saturday evening, so it's not far away. And I have spent a lot of money so far. I basically finally got paid from MIT.
Have you got
and I took all that money and I spent it.
Right.
So I'm kind of back to dot one. Not quite, but close to. Have I got a what?
Well, have you got much of a plan for when you're over there in terms of like a sort of a shoot schedule sort of thing?
Yeah,
like, have you given some thought to how much time it's actually going to take to do this?
Yeah, well, I think it's going to take pretty much all of the time that I'm there.
And filming how many days a week?
Well, so I'm staying with my uncle. So the first thing I do is I pop over to see my grandma because my uncle has Airbnbers staying at his house, so they can't have me the first thing when I get there.
Because it's already booked?
Because it's already booked, yeah. So I'm going to see my grandma.
Not because you're not paying?
No, not because I'm not paying. So I'm going to see my grandma for a few days. Then I'm going to there. Then I have 7 days with them. So that 7 days will be my primary shoot, where I film everything. And I have sort of got, I've got a rough script. I've got an approximate of the things that I intend to shoot. I don't have a shot list yet, but I will be writing that before I sort of head over. And then I have to basically go and grab a bunch of interviews with different people. And that's where it's going to be a bit harder to work out because essentially I've got to
you're going to spend a fucking lot on travel if you've got to go get to various people that obviously don't all live in the same place.
I've got to take all my gear and I've got to kind of sort of take all my gear, get on the tube and tube off to wherever this person is and set up everything and conduct an interview with them. So I'm looking at the first or that sort of 7-day chunk to be my big chunk of stuff, but then there will most definitely be little interviews either side of that. And also, just shooting random stuff like cutaways, time lapses, that sort of thing. Maybe a little bit of, I guess, sort of, because we're talking about sort of getting inside the mind of my uncle and stuff like that. So what he's talking about, visualizations of that, what I guess you'd say is reenactments. So I've got to do that sort of thing as well. So there is a lot to actually film and get through, and I think that essentially I'm going to be, for the most part, filming some little bit or piece almost, most of the days that I'm there, and that's sort of my intention anyway. So yeah, I'm sort of working it all out, and I'm sort of talking with him via email about some of the things that he wants to include in the documentary. And I've asked him a bunch of questions and got feedback that I again want to incorporate into the documentary. So it's all full steam ahead, but your contributions mean a lot because it is just, everything is just super expensive, and I'm still dealing with the baggage conundrum. So essentially I have 30 kgs of baggage. I've got at least 50 kgs of film equipment that I've got to try and fit into that 30 kgs of baggage, plus of course my sort of toiletries and maybe at least one spare pair of underwear. I'm thinking one will probably do me for 3 weeks, because I'll reverse it and then the other side will freshen up and then I'll reverse it again.
Yeah. Wash them in a puddle. Do you remember that time I washed my undies in a puddle at the gardens when I was homeless for a little while, and then I hung them out the window of your car, the Millennium Falcon, and you said, "Oh, the Millennium Falcon doesn't deserve that."
I don't remember that, but it sounds disgusting.
Yeah, I washed my undies in the pool at the Babylon Brook.
Right. So it wasn't a puddle. It was a
No, it was a dirty old pool.
Yeah.
That people used to piss in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you soaked your underwear in piss, and then hung it out to dry.
Yeah.
In my beat up old car.
Not in your car, hanging out the window while we were driving home.
Just trying to dry it.
Just trying to dry my undies.
Right.
By doing the window up, hanging them out the window and doing it up. And you're like, the Millennium Falcon doesn't deserve this.
Hot tip. If you put your chips out the window when they're too hot, cools them off just right.
Yep.
Cools it. So, you get those hot chips. You go, it's just burning my thing. Just hang them out the window as you're driving home. Boom.
Yeah.
Used to do it all the time with the
the
regs.
Yep.
The regs from the
chips from the regs. Yeah, the regs from
what's it called? What was that dairy called?
Well, I would definitely remember it if you hadn't asked me. If you hadn't made me think about it.
So regular chicken chips. Yeah. That was a staple diet.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's sort of where I'm at with the campaign. But yeah, the baggage stuff is a bit of an issue, and I basically got it to a point where, some of the stuff I've ordered over in London, so I'm just gonna be using it in London. Stuff like batteries and a few light stands and a tripod, stuff like that. But then I also have essentially my carry-on, which is all my cameras, which is 2 cameras plus 4 lenses plus whatever else. And that is where the real test is, because essentially your baggage limit for your carry-on is 7 kgs. Now, without my laptop, which is at least a kg, I'm at 12 kgs. So I'm like 5 kgs over already. And I haven't even put my laptop in yet.
So it's all going to be quite heavy anyway.
So
the point.
I guess what I'm saying is, Bernie actually recommended, I was like, man, this baggage is like doing my head in, and I don't know if he goes, hey, hot tip, put it all in your jacket.
Yeah.
Wear a big ass fucking jacket and put it all in your jacket. He goes, and I'm not even talking about put it in the pockets. I mean, cut open the lining and put a tripod head in your jacket. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah, man, my wife hates traveling with me. And he goes, look, the security looks at you funny, but oh well.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I guess I can do that. And
So they wouldn't confiscate a tripod head off a person.
Why? It's not illegal.
No, it's not, I guess. Yeah.
But essentially, you just take your jacket off that weighs 7 kg.
But there's got to be a limit.
And you put it.
You can't walk in with fucking, too much stuff and you've cut the lining of your jacket.
Well, he did.
You're just clinking with every step. Chink, chink.
He did. And so I'm thinking, and I did a little test. I put on my big...
Oh, what a great guy.
I put on my ski...
Bernie Rao.
I put on my ski jacket. And I put all my lenses and one of my cameras in there. And I was like, okay, that's like 4 kg.
Yeah.
Now I'm kind of close to the limit.
Yeah, now you're working smart.
But I really just don't know if I can, walk to the bag, because also I don't even know where does checked in, so you got your checked in baggage. So I'm all right for that, right?
Yeah.
I've managed to whittle it down to 30 kg.
Yeah.
But you got your carry-on. I've only ever been tested for my carry-on once.
Yeah.
Have you ever been tested for carry-on?
Well, no, I haven't until the last time I travelled 2 days ago or something, which was coming back from Wellington. But it's not really the same because basically the other times I've ridden Air New Zealand. La-di-da. But this time I was riding Jetstar, and they caught me because I had a piece of baggage, which frankly is oversized. It's a freaking pull-up banner a promotional pull-up banner. You pull it up. It's it's like 8 feet tall when it's fully extended. And at its base, it's it's not very heavy, but it's like as wide as my desk type thing.
Uh-huh.
And so I just carry it on with Air New Zealand. They don't say a thing, but with Jetstar they were like, I got my thing scanned and I started walking and I was halfway down I was getting out of there, and then they chased after me and made me check it in.
Right.
So, sort of.
So I've only been checked for I've been pinged on carry-on twice.
Yeah.
One time my carry-on didn't fit in the carry-on little bucket
I've never
they've got.
Yeah, I've never put it in.
And when they asked me, and the other time I was holding a hard drive in my hand, which weighed 5 kgs.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Sir, what is that?"
So,
I was like, "Well, it's just your little hard drive, you know." And they go, "Well, we're going to have to weigh that."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, no, because I'm just holding it."
Yeah. What? I'm just taking my hard drive for a walk.
Yeah. And it weighed
We're on holiday?
It weighed way more.
I'm married to my work.
And I had to pay an excess for that.
Yeah.
But I'm really paranoid
Well,
about...
that's the thing. Okay, so now I get it. So you go to security.
Yeah.
Security look at you funny, and they're also like, I don't give a shit, because that's the air hostess's problem.
Yeah.
Or the people at the gate's problem.
Yeah.
And then you've just got to get past them with all the shit hidden in your jacket.
Yeah.
And they're not going to know.
Well, I guess that's my question is, where is this carry-on being measured? Because I remember 2 points. At one point, it was measured when I went to pay for my tickets, and the other time,
they've got a funny box thing by the gate at the Jetstar one.
It was at the gate.
Yeah.
But also, if you look at people's carry-on, I don't know, on these long-haul flights, it seems like 90% of people are way overweight.
Well, especially the women.
Yeah.
They are way overweight. They've got...
We haven't even got to their baggage yet.
And so, no, but you see them with their handbag and then their bag, and then their fucking trundler that they're pulling behind them, and all of that stuff. And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna be sweet, no matter what I shove in this bag. I'm a man. I'm gonna put in 2 of everything, and I'll still be under.
So my sort of question is, should I try the jacket trick right off the bat, or should I chance it and go, look, my bag doesn't look huge. It looks like just a regular carry-on.
And just see if you can get through.
And just, who's going to weigh it, really?
Yeah. Well, the question is, how strict is Malaysia Airlines?
That is the question.
That's the question. Because, maybe if it's Air New Zealand, right? Yeah, I mean, I never really get checked. Nobody ever has actually weighed my bag. I don't think that's ever happened to me. Ever.
Yeah.
So, I think as long as it doesn't look too big and you just carry it lightly, then you'll be fine.
Interesting. I'm just paranoid about it, because if I do...
Well, obviously it's
if I have to pay for that 5 kgs, excess baggage is actually, insane in terms of, it's I can't remember, but it's some ridiculous amount, $50 to $100 per kg. It's nonsense money.
So, how do you feel about your life so far? Harking back to that.
Ooh.
Because I'm pretty happy. Overall, I'm pretty happy, right? I'm feeling good. Feeling good overall. Life's good.
Yeah, I would say overall life's good. I'm about to go and make a documentary on my uncle, right? My uncle who has lost the ability to move, who was trapped inside his body, looking out at the world. And that does give you a lot of fucking perspective at a certain point. So you go, oh shit, I got a hip surgery and it's going to take me a year to recover. Whoopty fucking shit, it's going to take a year to recover. I'm going to fucking recover. Oh, maybe I'll get arthritis in 10 or 20 years. Cool, bring on fucking arthritis. I mean, don't bring it on too soon. But by comparison,
yeah.
And I do think, I do mentally try and take a real note of, look, I'm healthy. I'm not dying of cancer. That I know of. I feel pretty good apart from all these hip issues. That's actually really valuable. In life, your health, it's such a cliche, but it's also incredibly true. So I think about that, and then I think about, where has my life, gone in the last 3 years I have doubled my income. You
Mm.
know, that's actually really good because I've only been trying for 3 years to increase my income.
Yeah.
The whole rest of my years, I was just like, yeah, $35,000 a year. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just a struggling,
Yeah.
and I'm still struggling for different reasons, I guess. Because I'm choosing to spend all this extra money on stuff.
Yeah.
Like trips to London to shoot this documentary, which I think is completely valid, and
Yeah.
I'm okay with. If that makes me broke, that's cool. So I guess, I do definitely value my health, and I'm very happy that I'm still alive and here and do not have some, terrible disease. I am happy in terms of like that I'm improving my finances. I would give myself probably a B on finances.
I'd be marking you if I was your teacher and you came to me at 36 years old and I assessed your financial situation. I would honestly,
no savings.
I would give you a D.
Okay.
What's the worst I can give? Is there such a thing as a D minus?
I don't know.
You wouldn't be quite a D minus. I mean, there's obviously worse, but you're definitely a D.
Okay.
A big red D. That's you.
No, look, if you really want to break it down, if you say, look, 36 years old, no savings, lots of debt.
Yeah, when you say no savings,
yeah,
can we tell the people the thing that shocked me most about you recently?
Yeah, of course.
Guy has not joined KiwiSaver.
Need that extra money.
He has no superannuation set aside. He's 36 years old almost, for crying out loud. He's 36 next month, for crying out loud. He doesn't have any superannuation whatsoever. He's meant to retire in 30 years. Stone the crows. What happens when you want to buy anything? If you want to buy a house or something, you've got no deposit, nothing.
Don't need it.
Don't need it. I'd rather have this 3% a week extra in my pay
3%.
packet. See, you're thinking about today, but you're not thinking about tomorrow. That's not working smart.
So okay, D for the finances.
D for
but in my head, but if they
B plus. Did you give yourself a B plus before?
Yeah, B plus.
He doesn't have KiwiSaver. B plus.
B plus. Solid B plus. But if you're giving me a D, then 3 years ago, what the hell?
Well, it was worse.
That would have been like a triple, quadruple.
You might be inching towards a C minus. Right? You're inching towards. You're on the right path. I'm on the right Investing in gear is not a bad idea when you're and building on this videography stuff, because you can make more money. You can make quick money out of that. If you get a big job, shooting something, you can actually make some pretty decent money. So that makes sense. Investing in your gear and that's a step in the right direction.
So in terms of the career, it's a real toughie. Yeah, your 20-year-old me, not happy at all.
No, he gives you a D.
Even less than a D.
Yep.
He gives me a kill yourself
Brutal.
Immediately a rating on my current career. But I've learned a lot since that age, and here's the thing: I do get to live my dream. I do get to do heaps of exciting projects that personally I want to do. I have a lot of artistic and creative freedom to create, which is something that is really the most valuable thing. So yes, the fame and the money and the riches and the respect of my peers would be cool.
Yeah.
Those things would be nice. Respect from my peers would be nice. I would like that.
Yeah.
Appreciation of my craft. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool to have, I guess. But at the end of the day, I do get to do like a lot of the things that I want, and the whole idea of like I have in my career, although I have not succeeded to the heights that I wanted to, I have in my career created a sort of a workflow and an understanding of my art that gives me the opportunity to do it a lot how I want. And that's not necessarily something even someone very successful could say, who's just making stuff for other people that, yes, they get paid a lot, but it's actually nothing to do creatively with what they want to do. And at the end of the day, I am very driven by what I find creatively engaging as opposed to just making money to make money, or, just doing something because it's a big, cool, or just because it's a big project, whether it's cool or not, maybe not cool to me, like those things. So I'll probably give my career a B minus. So D for income, B minus. Love life. I do have a girlfriend. She lives in a different country to me.
Yeah.
So, you've got to take marks off for that.
Well, yep, you do.
You've really got to reduce the marks considerably for that.
Mm-hmm.
So probably C.
Yeah.
C there.
Yeah.
But with the potential.
Yeah.
To become an A at any time.
Yeah.
While pending visas.
Yeah.
So, that's probably where I'm at. But I'm sure I'll have plenty of time for my existential crisis when my birthday is on May 26th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming up. Yeah, I reckon the keys, right? You got to have like some creativity in there for a bit of happiness. You got to have something that drives you. It doesn't have to be like art. It can be a business or whatever, but like something that you're chasing, something that makes you excited, something you think about, something that you can work towards. I think that's an important thing to have, to be happy. And then also friendship, obviously, is important. And health.
I just forgot about all my friends.
Yeah, you don't...
Don't rate them.
Don't rate them.
No,
well,
I give actually my friends. If I'm going to give my friends, I'll give my
rate your friends.
Yeah, well, they'll be all right with it. So I give them an A+.
Oh, that's good.
So I give my friends an A+. I think actually I am very fortunate with my friends and social circle. A bunch of very interesting, smart, kind, creative people is basically how I describe most of them. And also, like what I've learned from other people is their friends like shit on them and backstab them all the time. Like, this is not an uncommon thing for friends to do, in certain social circles. Like, so many people have been like, yeah, I don't have that many good friends, or yeah, this is a terrible thing that my good friend did to me. Here's another terrible thing that my supposed good friend did to me. Hey, here's this falling out that me and my friend had. Like, and they're all, based around,
Is this when you're in Uber or something? That you're hearing this gossip, this scandalous gossip?
No, I mean, honestly, I hear it from, like, girlfriends, and, what their friends are like to them. Like, I guess what I've been reminded at any time that I hear these stories, I'm like, man, that's nothing like my friends. Like, my friends aren't like that. We don't do these kind of things. We're all just kind of, pretty good to each other and very supportive for the most part.
Well, shout out to our friends. And speaking of shouting out to our friends, shout out to Bevan Reed, who is the beer sponsor today for the Guy and Harley podcast. He bought us the Wakachangi lagers. So shout out to Bevan. They were, and he also got me a present for my birthday, which is a cool hip flask, which is going to make drinking at work a lot easier.
Also, shout out.
You were meant to do a large belly laugh.
That was a large belly laugh.
He was meant to do a large belly laugh because I already cracked that dad joke earlier. And in the rehearsal, he was meant to do a large belly laugh.
So really, it was more of a chuckle, I guess. But yeah, also, like a lot of my friends have been involved in helping, myself and us achieve our artistic endeavors, right?
Yeah.
Which is also really cool, which is not necessarily something that, you might have their friends, but they're not in the same industry doing the same stuff. Like all my friends, I literally put them in my first fucking film. And then, a whole nother set of those friends, came together to help make Older. And, speaking of Bevan, he helped do reshoots for the zombie film, which were crucial to getting it finished.
He's done heaps of stuff for me as well. Heaps of photos, heaps of all sorts of creative stuff
Yeah. So that all is, like awesome. And yeah, I just see a lot of, I guess I see a lot of backstabbing in other friend circles.
All right.
Well, maybe you don't see it, but like I've talked to a lot of people and their friends aren't really that good of friends.
Yeah.
But they're their closest friends.
But not you, so you give us an A+.
But yeah, I haven't really experienced that, and I've only been aware of it. Like, I guess what I thought is like, yeah, you know your friends for 20 years. Yeah, they're all good people and they help you out and they don't do shitty stuff really. Like, that's what I thought friends were in my head. What I have learned from other people is actually all of those things are not necessarily true. A lot of people are, I guess, what you call fair weather friends, right? And when and they're not there to help you out. They're not there for you. You don't know them for 20 years. Like, so yeah, probably that is A plus on the friends.
Speaking of old friends, if any of my old friends would like to hook up with me, I'm keen. Because I was thinking about this and I was thinking like, man, meeting a new woman is difficult. It's difficult work. It's difficult, all of this dating, all this Tinder, all this Bumble, all these dates I go on. No, I don't go on that many, but it's all very time consuming, and it kind of occurred to me like I'm at a stage now where I just want things to be comfortable. I don't want to go through all that having sex like rabbits phase. Let's skip all of that. Fuck it. Let's go straight to spooning comfortably. And we can still have sex as well. But casual, comfortable sex.
But gently.
Yeah.
At a relaxed, slow pace that doesn't
Exactly.
make you out of breath.
Yes. With like a no pressure situation. Let's just get straight to that. That's what I'm saying. And so I was thinking, well, the only way to do this is to have an existing relationship with the person, because obviously if you meet somebody via Tinder, you've got to go through the fucking with hats off phase. Now the best way to avoid that is to go to it with somebody you're already bored of.
Yeah.
No, but somebody you're more comfortable with. It's all good. You can still have the sex with hats off phase, but you just have it a bit more comfortable. So I'm looking to hit on all my old friends, is what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, I'm sure they'll look forward to that.
It
hasn't worked for 10 years. I'm sure they'll look forward to that.
I'm going to call up all my exes and see if there's anything I can rekindle.
You just call them up. You go,
Yeah.
Look, is there anything still there?
Look, is
there some affection that you
any
still
investment worthy?
have for me? I mean, you remember how we had sex, right? I mean, would you be partial to that again?
Not just at all. Not just the sex, just the hanging out as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing, the whole relationship.
You cool with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you can keep us updated on how that goes.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, unfortunately, yes, a lot of your exes are married.
Well,
or impregnated, or a little from column A, a little from column B.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's true.
Or with long-term partners.
Yeah, that's the thing. Most of them have got long-term partners at least. And that's a shame.
For you.
Well, because here I am, waiting like a fucking stone.
Yeah, well, also, quick shout out to Nick Sislati. He also donated to the... So it's actually... So I just need 145 of the Sifty 150 to come together to donate.
There you go.
But yeah, so thank you to everyone that has donated. It's like fucking awesome. And yeah.
I really want to look out the window. And the reason why is because I heard a smash. But it didn't sound like a bottle smash. It sounded like a car window smash.
Well, speaking of things happening out the window, I pulled up in my Uber vehicle after a sort of a 6 a.m. long sort of night of Ubering. And I saw 2 people in their car, and the car was rocking. And I was like, the heck? Are these people just having sex in a car on our street in broad daylight? This was like 7 a.m., so it was daylight. And then I was like, they are. And I was like, are they doing doggy style?
Where was this?
Like, right outside our house.
Outside here.
Yes. On our street.
During the daytime.
7 a.m. broad daylight.
They obviously must have got just back from town type thing.
Yeah, like, so I think they'd been hanging out there all night, like maybe drinking and yahooing, and they decided to get promiscuous.
Fucking no invite for the Nebs.
At 7
No invite. I was fucking meters away at the time.
Yep.
No invite for the Nebs.
7 a.m.
Classic.
And I was like...
It's fucking typical.
It was kind of interesting because obviously all the windows were pretty fogged up.
Yeah.
So you couldn't really see that much. You could just see enough to know.
You had to go up and wipe it and have a really good look.
But
to see anything.
You had to really invite yourself in for some dogging to really know what was going on.
Doggy dogging.
But I guess I was just like, because they'd put the seats down, they'd gone all out from what I could see. Yeah. But I was also like, what do you do? Like, do you like go, cool, man, people have sex in their cars sometimes.
Yeah.
More power to you. Do you go up and like tap on the window and go, excuse me, are you having sex?
What day of the week would this have been?
So I think it probably would have been a Sunday or Monday morning.
Well, if it was a Sunday, it's probably okay. If it's a Monday, then you've got the
work
argument.
Hours.
Well, you've got the argument of like, where the fuck are this children getting up and going to school and shit?
Kids,
somebody please think of the children.
Kids are going up and down the street. But it was like the time that someone was getting a blowjob on the back of my Uber, and I was like, do I say something?
Yeah. Well, in that case, Guy, you probably do say something when somebody's getting blown in your car while you're sitting there.
Yeah, but
in a work situation, a professional environment,
especially when I'm trying to drive.
Well, yeah, and it's difficult to drive
to concentrate.
And wank.
No. So, but I guess the thing about that is, I couldn't confirm 100% that it was a blowjob.
Well, you don't want to accuse.
So exactly. So you don't want to throw out and go,
and you go, hey, that's inappropriate. You should not be sucking his dick in the back of my car.
And she goes, I was just resting my head on his lap, you freaking perv.
Yeah, you just turn your head around and they're both just sitting there, just completely non-sexual.
But also the idea is, you're driving, right? So the only way to verify the blowjob is to do a full turn around and take your eyes off the road, which would put everyone in jeopardy.
Yeah.
So you do that?
Well, no, I guess you don't. Unless what you do is you quickly pull over. But that's pretty psycho too. Like if you pulled over and then had a look and then nothing's happening, I'll be like, you're a
and they go, are you right? You go, yeah, just checking.
Yeah.
Just checking up on you guys.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't be out of place though. I mean, like let's be real. Like if I was riding with a woman in the back of an Uber and she rested her head down there legitimately just to rest, you would understand how the Uber driver might be, get the wrong idea, and you probably wouldn't blame him. So she was definitely sucking him off.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But these are just the quandaries that I'm faced with day to day.
Yeah, you're right.
What else you got, mate?
Well, I received my first dick pic.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. Like, I know I act like I get D's in my DMs on the daily, but actually that's not true. And I've never actually received an actual unsolicited dick pic because the beer lovers are actually perfect gentlemen for the most part. I mean, I get a few lewd suggestions every now and then. Sure, I get something a little bit flirty, a little bit saucy, but nothing like, nothing really, offensive or nothing that crosses any lines. But I did get an unsolicited dick pic the other day, and it was a big moment for me because I've always wanted one. So it's kind of...
So you've achieved one of your dreams.
I've achieved one of my goals.
And one of your 20-year-old self would really be so proud now.
Yeah, so I was very happy about that situation, and I posted it on Facebook, of course.
Because so essentially you've managed to achieve in 36 years one time what all the women who might be listening to this achieved
on the daily
yesterday.
Yeah, they get D's on the daily. They receive 100 messages, 98 of them are dicks.
Yeah.
So anyway, I put that on Facebook and that went viral, so that was good too. It's all a prank, of course. It's just my dick.
That would be hilarious if you did an update. And you're like, just playing everyone, it was my dick.
Well, I thought about it. Obviously, I thought about it because that would have been funny. But then I think I just kind of forgot about it. But I did consider posting it in the comments. Just kidding, everyone. It was just my dick. Well, I guess I could still go back and do that. Reignite it.
One of the listeners on
a live stream listener has some weird shit going on.
Where's the donation button? So I don't know where the donation button is on the live stream.
It says mark it on, which I don't understand, and then he says, where's the dono button?
Yeah.
If you would like to donate, you can do so. Down below, there's a thing that says show us your tips. If you scroll down, and you can see it right there. Show us your tips, and it's got a picture of Guy and I doing the Titanic-esque pose in front of the Sydney Opera House, looking over Sydney Harbour thing. But that's right, because I'm going to post it right here in the live stream for you as well.
Also,
now, this is not the GoFundMe, but this is a donation place. You can still get money to us, or to Guy, rather, specifically.
And if you want to donate to the GoFundMe, we'll also put a comment underneath this with the link. So yeah, for all those people that have been thinking, I'm going to donate, I'm going to do it, now's the time. We'll post a link, and that will be very helpful.
Yeah.
So yeah, my girlfriend is listening, and I just have to. So we were talking about I gave my relationship a. What did I say it was at the moment? C at the moment.
Which I knew you were getting in trouble as soon as you said
that. No, she's all right. Well, she goes, she said she's never been a high grade student, but she's going for that A.
Yeah.
Although in London, she'll be happy with that D.
Oh.
Hi-yo!
I did wonder if she was going to come over, because seeing as you be in similar parts of the world, still far away, I assume, but sort of similar parts of the world. I did wonder if you might go and see each other. Obviously, the answer is yes. You'll be making some time for a little bit of R&R.
Well, I did actually say to her, I was like, I may actually be filming the whole time that you come.
Yeah.
And that's...
but we can have Doggy in the car at 7 in the morning.
More on the tube, probably, because we won't...
Have a car.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so that's what's going on there. I should also say, I guess my sort of, I do love to tell the stories of how busy I am on this podcast.
Yeah.
So
because that's what the listeners are into.
Yeah, they love it. So essentially, tonight after I finished podcasting, so today I woke up, I did some course planning. All right. Tonight. After this podcast, I'm going to Uber all night. Then I'm going to wake up. I'm going to finish that course plan, and then I'm going to start marking my students for all the courses that they've done the whole year. And then when I finish that, I'm going to go and do security all tomorrow night. Then I'm going to get up, and tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to continue the course planning for the final two courses of the semester. And then I'm going to go back to security. Then I'm going to sleep for 4 hours. Then I'm going to get up and I'm going to teach the students the courses that I've planned over this weekend. Then on Tuesday night, I am going to pack and try and weigh everything up of my sort of 50 kg into 30 kgs and have most of that already. On Wednesday, I'm going to teach for 8 hours. When I get home, I'm going to finish packing and I'm going to head directly to the airport. I will not pass go. I will not collect $100, and I will be then on my journey to London. No time for any movies or as we mentioned, Game of Thrones. As we mentioned, Game of Thrones.
I got sent a free vibrating cock ring from Critic, which is a Dunedin University, Otago University student magazine, Critic, and the Adult Megastore, sorry. They sent me a free vibrating cock ring. So that was good of them.
Yeah. Kind of derailed my work story.
Sorry, I thought you'd finished.
So when I head off to London,
I thought that was it. You're like, I'm off to London. I was like, sweet.
yeah, I am off to London. But I guess that I should also say that the last time that I did this kind of crazy workload was the last time I went to London. So the last time I went to London was in 2013 when we were filming Older. And in the same way, we finished a shoot of Older the same day that I was scheduled to go to London. And so we shot like this whole scene, which was like a crazy scene, which now has been cut out of the film at Spookers and then at a hospice.
Yeah.
Both of those scenes are not in the film.
Yeah. And the hospice was the hardest location for me to find. Of all the locations on Older, that was the hardest one for me to find. And it was only found like the morning of the shoot. It was only found the morning of the shoot. I didn't have... They went off to set to shoot something else, another scene, and we needed this location for the next scene.
Yep.
And that was when I finally secured it. And we finally shot there. I gave them 2 bottles of wine to say thank you, and then it gets cut out.
And not only that, like it was a huge rush. So we were filming at Spookers. I think we went like half an hour late. Harley was freaking out. He was like, "Oh, we're not going to make We're not going to make it."
No, it wasn't me. I wasn't even at the first place.
I know. This is like what you're messaging me, I guess. You're like, well, you guys need to leave because otherwise you're not going to make it.
Right.
Fucking not going to make it. With traffic, you kidding me? You're not going to make it. And
Yeah.
I was like, we'll make it.
Yeah.
Just hold the course. We'll make it.
Yeah.
We did make it. We did sort of film everything, basically on time. And there was sort of a weird experience when you're in a hospice, in a hospital bed, pretending that you're sick. And you kind of like, is this me in 50? And because all these people standing around you too, going like, you okay?
Yeah.
You going to be okay? Like, I'm here for you sort of thing. And I was like, man, am I like looking into my future in 50 years through this film, through this scene, through this moment? Am I going to wind up in this same freaking hospice? And then we sort of finish up there. And
the answer is yes.
Well, the answer is potentially.
Not the same one, but some
other one. And then we shot all that, and then I went over to London to film. So there's kind of a weird serendipity about going to London to film again in the sort of the last minute, crazy schedule leading right up to it. I also remember my girlfriend at the time, ex-girlfriend, 4 times removed, was like crying as we were sort of packing. She was helping me pack, and she was crying, and she was like, "It's not meant to be like this. Like, goodbyes aren't meant to be like this. Like, so rushed and like, like no time to do anything. I thought we had more time." And I was like, "Sorry, babe, that's filmmaking." And I took her off in the taxi.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess. How did that relationship work out then?
And we're on terrible terms now. She hates my guts. So I don't know if the two are connected. I'm just, I'm not, I have no idea if the two are connected.
No, I think it's fair. Look, I think that relationship would have ended anyway, eventually. Mm-hmm. But I think that production
really accelerated.
It accelerated.
Really
the process.
accelerated our growth towards that.
Yeah, I think, but it's arguably a good thing because, like I say, I think it would have ended anyway. I don't think that she would be here today and we'd be all living happily ever after. I don't see that.
I don't think so either. I think that she was wound a little too tight for an easygoing, free-loving type of dude
Southern
like myself.
Man, a Southern man such as yourself, an easy-going Southern man.
Yeah, there was a bit of a styles clash, I guess. But, filmmaking.
All right, well, look, we better wrap it up because you need to go do some Uber driving, and I need to hang out alone here and do nothing. On my birthday.
You need to hang out alone and
with
message
my cock ring.
And message a few
with my new cock ring.
Message a few potential people that might possibly come around with a little bit of coercing and flattery.
It's quarter to 11,
and hope that one of them is like, "Oh yeah, sure, whatever."
Yeah, sure. What? Like just random women, just women from my from my phone.
Like on in the Harley Neville Facebook directory.
Oh right. Just
the little black book.
You would think that the Facebook success to real life success ratio would be a little better. I feel like feel like I should be getting fucked a lot more,
Yeah.
It's all quiet on the Western Front. so yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I've just shared the Go Get Funding link, the official one. So if you are out there and keen to donate, you can do so on the live stream in the comments just there. That's the official one. We'll also post it in the links below, everything we post. And it's got 9 more days if you're listening right now. So, do get on. And other than that, I think that's the end of my birthday special.
Yeah, we should probably finish up. And if I don't talk to you all before I've left, which is actually very likely because there's like 3 days left before I leave, and I've just explained that I'm working 24/7 up until that point. Yeah,
we will do a Skype special.
We'll try and do a Skype special.
Hope we do a Skype special live from merry old London.
But yeah, so thank you to everyone that has supported. That's really awesome and incredibly helpful. And to those who are thinking about it, please do. And thank you to all the listeners. In case I die on this plane crash, I consider you all my friends, and I've just given my friends A+. So thank you all.
Make sure you show up.
To the funeral.
Obviously.
Although they may never recover my body because it is a Malaysian airline flight, and as we know, they kind of disappear forever.
Yeah.
Or get blown into smithereens, and then there's nothing really to...
Yeah.
I would definitely take being blown to smithereens over the crash.
Well, it depends what happened in the crash, because one of the leading theories that I read is that the pilot was having an affair and wanted to fake his death.
Yeah.
And that what he did was he deliberately lost pressure in the cabin, or did something that made everybody in the cabin lose consciousness, but he was prepared. I don't know what he did to his pilot. We don't know what he did to his co-pilot, sorry.
Yeah.
But whatever happened, maybe he killed the pilot, co-pilot, I don't know, and then he depressurized the cabin so everybody passes out, and then he, at a particular point, wherever he needed to be, he jumped out with a parachute, in much the same way that has been done before. In the 70s, there was a guy that got a ransom and then jumped out of the plane. He held a plane to hostage, got paid his cash, took off again, and then jumped out of the plane and got away. We never heard from him again. Some people say he just died, but some people say he must have got away. And so anyway, the Malaysia Airlines one is that this guy was having an affair and wanted to fake his death, and that he did it by losing pressure in the cabin, then jumping out in a parachute, and
killing everyone on
board, and letting the plane just disappear into the water. But the point is that they didn't die screaming in that scenario. They just passed out. They passed out.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, you were probably asleep anyway.
Yeah, I will be actually, because I'll be tired.
Yeah.
What I'm going to try and do, what I'll do is I'll keep ordering beer for as long as possible.
The pissing is the issue. You should really go spirits. You should go spirits. Less
yeah,
pissing,
maybe.
It's about capacity.
So I'll be drinking a lot. I'll be trying to watch movies and fading in and out of consciousness. I imagine is what I'll be doing.
I like a cheeky sleeping pill. If you can get, I knew a doctor once, and she had prescribed me sleeping pills if I wanted them. Now, obviously, I'm not suggesting you abuse them, but if you have a cheeky sleeping pill before you get on the plane and go to sleep, you just wake up and you get there. You're like, fuck, sweet, I'm awake, I feel good.
Yeah, I see. To be honest, if I had a choice, I would stay up the whole time watching movies. I love long flights.
I don't mind them. But what about the thing is, you got to think about when you get there.
Yes, the long term, that is not a good idea.
No, because you got to start. It's got to be you got to conserve energy initially.
Yeah, so I'm sure. But to be honest, again, we're talking about being old. I used to never be able to sleep on planes. Now, I'm out.
I'm the opposite. I used to just go to sleep on planes all the time, and now I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
These people might hurt me.
These people might fart right next to me, and an unpleasant smell may hit my nose while I'm sleeping, and I'll wake up with a start.
This hideous pleb next to me.
Someone told me that there was I can't remember, charcoal or something weird in the seats that absorbed farts.
Well, look, I mean,
makes sense, right?
It does make a lot of sense because farts, planes don't normally smell like farts that much to me. Surprisingly, when you consider how many people are in there and how many farts I'm doing, it's really surprising that it doesn't smell like farts on the plane.
Yeah. So apparently,
Especially with all the beers I'm drinking.
the seats have special fart absorbers in there.
Yeah.
I would believe that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the theory that I've
they
heard.
should put one of those in my computer chair.
I know.
All
You
right.
should put one of those in my bed.
All right. On that note, on that excellent fart dad joke, let's go. We thank you for listening, and we will see you on the next episode, which will hopefully be a Skype special.
Thank you all very much. See you later.
All right. The answer. This is the post-coital cuddle, and the answer, Wicker JB. I don't know if anybody donated. Maybe if we click on it, we can see.
Yeah.
Nope. It's the same.
We'll hit refresh.
Unless it was I only just clicked on it. Unless it depends. If anybody donated via the Streamlabs, then it might take a little bit to. Well, I'm not looking at that just now. Oh, I'm busting for a pee though.
Well, I'm busting for a freaking Uber.
Yeah, you better go do some bloody work.
Do some work. It's disgusting.
All right. Thank you for watching, streamers.
See you later. See you later, Wicker JB. Thank you for listening.
Wicked JB, the man or woman.